Mars RS thermal actual, we have target in sight. Copy, target's in sight, you're cleared hot.
This is one of my command priorities, and that is the end state is to have a closer integration between the MAGTF, in particular the aviation combat element and the ground combat element. So one of the ways I want to get after that end state is really through 4 lines of effort. And that is, number 1 is to partner the MAG-39 units with some of the GCE units. And then through that, we would conduct PMEs, training, build those relationships that are lasting, that would lead to more symbiotic training evolutions. The second line of effort would be what I'm calling the aviator immersion program. So what I'll do is take the pilots and I'll put them with normally a battalion for 45 to 60 days to get a better appreciation for what the ground combat element is doing. Number 3, the third line of effort is a medium scale exercise. And what this is using the synergy of all of the aviation assets and the ground assets and putting them together in a kind of grassroots-led exercise, whether that be a trap package. And so there's a lot of aviation that comes to bear with that. In addition to that, we want to have the ground combat element, because we play this with role-playing, pretend ground elements, so we want to have actually real elements. And then the fourth is the simulation. So we've linked the simulators between Miramar, Yuma, and Camp Pendleton. We bring in ground combat element Marines. We have JTACs that come in, fire support coordination centers. We have the full MACUS, command and control system. So really that's the 4 lines of effort in kind of generic terms to get after a closer integration with the MAGTF.
We're definitely expanding our integration with other units throughout Camp Pendleton. We're integrating with Harriers, F-18s, and it's basically broadening our horizons on every level. It's good for pilots to talk to actual ground controllers. It's good for the ground controllers to talk to actual pilots.
We started this is again one of my command priorities, so I took over about a year ago, and then we got to it and started coordinating with 1st Marine Division and also 5th Marine Regiment. So a lot of the units that we're with, we've got 2.5, 3.5, 1.5, 1st LAR. We're looking at SOI as a possible, and expand that to some of the other units. So our frag process is how normally the GCE gets aviation to support them. And that's the key there, is gets aviation to support them. What this is doing is symbiotic training. So rather than us pretending that we're supporting ground combat element Marines, let's just do it for real. And then we're both getting trained at the same time. So it's really a fairly simple, but it's something that we need to get after. Going out there and living in the GCE is how you really have a great understanding of company level and battalion level tactics. So this is really the concept for the aviator immersion program, and why I knew this was important, and it's going to make us better MAGTF officers, both for the GCE and for the ACE combat element. I think one of the things that's important about this whole program is that it's at the grassroots level. And what I mean by that is really at the 05, at the squadron and the battalion level and below, build those relationships. And that's really the value. So as they grow up in the Corps, they have that, it's in their DNA to kind of think about this MAGTF integration, which is critical to our success on the battlefield.